Hey guys, welcome back to HolidAMY. Today I am feeling a little bit crafty. And this is actually something I've been wanting to do for literally 2 years. 2 years ago, I did a DIY video and in it, I made this little deer ornament or fox. Is it a deer or a fox? It's a fox. I found a thing on Pinterest that had woodland creature ornaments, and it was a set of 3. It was the fox, an owl, and like a deer slash reindeer looking thing. And I only made one, but I loved it so much the way it turned out. I think it's the cutest DIY I've ever done in my life. Props to me. But I loved it so much, I actually 2 years ago picked up some more bulbs and some more felt to make the other 2, and I just never did. So this year I was like, we're doing it. I am getting rid of the crap just laying around my apartment. I'm making them and I'm putting them on my tree. So that's what we're doing today. So what we will need are some plastic bulbs. I just got these at Michael's for literally 99 cents each. I have a bigger one for the deer, and then this one will be the owl. I have some random string. These are both like kind of candy cane stripes that I will just tie to make it an ornament. I have various pieces of felt to make their little ears. I have my container full of paintbrushes. They're all pretty cheap from Michael's. And then I just have a bunch of paints, mostly in like earthy colors like gray, and this is called terracotta and vanilla and earth brown. And yeah, just like earthy colors. And I think that that's about it. So let's just reposition the camera and go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is future me now, and as you can tell, my voice is wild. I'm just getting over like the nastiest cold, so I apologize that I sound like this. But we're switching over into voiceover tutorial mode, so I am just taking both bulbs and I'm using that vanilla color, and I'm just going to paint kind of like the front face of it, and it did take about 2 to 3 coats to get this opaque. But luckily the paint dries pretty quick, so it wasn't like that long of a process. And in order to I found painting an ornament to be really hard with the bulb shape, so I just did half at a time, and then I would stick it upside down. I would obviously take off the top part of the ornament and just let it dry upside down, and I found that very effective. So I am just painting both sides of the bulb, and then while those dry before I put on their second coat, I decided to cut out the ear shapes. And so I found some felt that matched my paint pretty well. And if you'll see I made some more ornaments later, you'll see those at the end, but if you can't find felt that matches your paint, you can always use a lighter color felt and paint it to match the paint. Okay, you get it. So I'm just cutting out the ear shape with the brown. This will be the bigger part of the ear, and then I am tracing it to make 2 ears, obviously, cutting that out. And then I am going to take my cream felt and cut out kind of smaller, but the same shape, just smaller, so they can go inside the ear. I don't really know what you call that, but it just makes it look like an ear. You could use pink as well for inside the ear. That would be cute too. So yeah, I'm just cutting those out, and then you're also going to need a hot glue gun. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. Here I am just looking at my little Pinterest page, but not my Pinterest page, the picture that I was going off of. So then I went back in with my second coat of that vanilla paint, and as you can see, it's starting to get opaque and it looks nice. So yeah, just painting those up. Then I decided to get started on the details of the deer or reindeer, whatever we're going to call this. So I just used my earth brown or whatever it was called, and I straight up just copied the shape that I was off of the picture I was going off of. So it's just basically a strip down the middle of the face, kind of a thicker strip, and then with like a black nose at the end. And in order to make it much easier, I decided to do little closed eyes with eyelashes just to make them look a little bit more like girly and anthropology-ish to me. I always describe things I like as they look like they came from anthropology, but I'm an anthropology bitch, so that's what's up. But I'm just drawing a little like C shape and then putting in eyelashes. It's so easy, and it's much easier than trying to draw eyes, which you'll see when I do the owl. But I just used a Sharpie for the eyes, and then for the actual nose I am using a very small paintbrush and some black paint. And I just think it's so cute. Spoiler alert, I think the deer turned out to be my favorite one. She's just so cute. So yeah, and I'm just going to keep going over that brown over and over just until, again, it's opaque. It's kind of the theme of the video, is repainting until you can't really see through it anymore. So yeah, just repainting over the brown.
Then I'm going to get started on the owl, and spoiler alert, I don't love the way the owl turned out. It's my least favorite. I still think it looks cute from far away, but it's just not as cute as the other ones. But I started with like a little V shape with this brown color, and then I also used that wood color to do like big eyes, and I think that is where it got hard because painting eyes can be hard. Just painting or drawing on closed eyes with eyelashes makes it cute, but the eyes kind of made the owl look crazy. But yeah, I just drew 2 circles for the eyes. I'm gonna add in little stripes later, and then I also, once the front of my deer was dry, I painted the back of the deer, and I also added a little white on its nose to make it look like it was like shining in the sun. It's so cute. I love it. So the deer was pretty much done at that point. I'm adding some of this terracotta color, and you'll see in the end I ended up making the beak of the owl black, but in the beginning I wanted it to be this orangey red color, but it kind of like clashed with the stripes around the eyes, so I made it black. So yeah, you know, the owl's just not, he's a little special, but that's okay. But I'm just drawing all of the stripes all the way around the eyeballs. So that's what it looked like when I was finished, and then before I moved on with more detail of that, I put another coat of paint on the back of the deer, just to, again, get it nice and opaque, which the back, I guess, doesn't really matter, but you know, you never know if you'll see the back. So then I'm just, again, going over all the details, darkening everything up, and then I use some of that black paint to just put some little black circles in his eyes. And yeah, so then moving on to the ears. I didn't end up putting ears on the owl because I didn't think it made it look like an owl. But you just use the hot glue gun to glue the little white part to the brown part. And hot glue dries really quickly, so it's really nice to use with this kind of stuff, and it dries really stiff, which was important because I needed the ears to stick up. So I did end up folding them over, but once the glue was dry, I was able to kind of like push back the ears to get them to like just stick straight up, and they are still sticking up right now. So worked out really, really well, and I think it turned out so cute. And of course I tied that little ribbon around it to make it an ornament, and here are all the finished ornaments. I think they're so cute. Again, I said the deer is my favorite. I just love how like big she is, and the ears are so cute, and her nose, and this one I just think turned out the best. But if you watched my thumbnail, you saw, or if you saw my thumbnail, you saw that I also ended up making some more little woodland creatures. So, oh, here's my owl. There's what he turned out to look like. Not the best, but we'll put him on the back of the tree. I ended up also making a bunny. Once I was cutting out shapes for ears, I was like, oh, a bunny would be so easy. So I actually had to paint those ears, that gray color, which it looks pretty good. But it was pretty much the same exact thing. I just gave her a pink nose and some whiskers, and I thought she turned out really cute as well. She's one of the bigger ornaments. And then I also made a skunk, which also could look like a cow, but either way, I think it's adorable. And since I used black paint, I just used one of those like silver metallic Sharpies, gave her a pink nose, and I just think she is so cute. And then I had this sparkly twine stuff that I used. I don't know, just any sort of yarn or thread or string will work for the little thing to hang it, or even just like a normal ornament hook would work as well. But those are all my little woodland creatures, of course, with the fox that I made a couple years ago, and these are just so cute and they make me so happy. So I really hope you guys copy this and make them. I'm sorry I didn't break down the skunk and the rabbit step by step, but I kind of just made those on a whim because I was like excited about it. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy these, but I just think they're so cute and they're gonna bring me so much joy every year. And I made that fox one 2 years ago and it's held up really, really well. So yeah, so I'm just hanging everything on my tree. We also did a tree, like decorate with us / like a tree tour. If you want to see more about our ornaments, I can link that up in the corner. The fox was in it, of course, but the other ones were not because I hadn't made these yet. But yeah, I'm just adding them all to my tree and I think they're so cute and I just love them. But yeah, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm so sorry about my voice. I can't stand to hear it this way, and I'm sure it's been annoying to listen to. I am just literally getting over the cold from hell that took 5 days out of me, and now I just am, I'm, of course, when I plan on uploading every other day, I'm hit to where I can't frickin' talk. But Yeah, sorry. Anyway, thank you for sticking through me with this video, and I hope you guys love the ornaments. If you make them, please send me photos and tag me so I can see them. But yeah, I will see you guys in a couple of days. If you don't know, I'm uploading every other day until Christmas. So I will see you very soon, and I hope you have a great day. I love you, and bye.